Welcome to another video episode on my fischertechnik walking robot Mirft2, which is based on the TXT controller running embedded Linux, programmed over Wi-Fi using Python, and equipped with the camera on front, right here, two touch sensors, some kind of switch which has no meaning right now, and an LED here behind to indicate that the algorithm is really starting. Two objectives in this episode is, like last time, finding out which color parameters I should, or values I should use to get the camera get a nice imaging after transformation, and that is grabbing the whole image and then processing it so that only red remains in the HSV color space, UV saturation and value, from BGR, which is the only configuration with or color space from OpenCV which I use for this, and which is embedded in the FTRobot Python library, which is for the TXT controller community firmware. Second focus is to continue remodeling it, because right now it's on the elevation like this, called the scaffold if you like, because the weight of the current model is too heavy for the two motors to have it walk. And remodeling I'm doing using Blender, and last time I noticed that I made a few mistakes in modeling it, so it takes longer than expected. Anyway, booting so far was okay. Now it is in the standard firmware user interface. I only have to connect now, and I didn't test that, and until that things can go wrong. So and after that as well, by the way. So let's go see the software and how things will go. Alright, time to log in and see if it not only boots well but connects well as well. First, and this is not a good sign. Okay, let's try RoboPro. It is using the default graphical user interface, so I should have the possibility to connect, and it doesn't. So despite booting correctly, it doesn't do a thing. No. So that means I have to reboot. Not a computer, but this is taking quite long, by the way. Really long. Am I doing something wrong? Not that I know. So I will have to reboot. What I can do is going back all the... Oh, that's not good. It just powers off. Okay, new attempt. I didn't foresee that to happen. So let me turn it to the camera. Nicer to see, nicer to watch. And yes, I realized that this time goes away from experiments, but then again this is an experiment as well. So it has booted. Now to the standard interface, cancel this one, do again, and now it connects and I'm in. So once again, a connection failure happened before and probably will happen again. And now it connects, then back to RoboPro, which connects very nicely as well. Good. So let's test something. Yes, and the other one. Yes, alright. Motors. Yeah. Other way, of course. Now the other side. Yep. Yep, alright. That means that now everything does work. The camera I can't test, unfortunately, using Wine. The Wine Windows emulator, that is. The counters have worked. So that means I basically can go on, which is very nice. What I do have to do yet, still have to do yet, is setting the date, which is 2/19. 4, 3. I really have to think about it because this is the American date standard and I'm used to the European one, which is reversed 3/4/2019. Time is by now. No, that's a typo. Invalid date range. Then what did I do? Oh, right. Dot. This will work. Yes. Alright. This already has been set, so I can receive images. Now let us receive image. But one thing I still have to do. Open the source code. Now I still have to remove the remains from last time. Result. The blob and the filter. Oh, I already have that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, image, of course. Yeah, gone. Remains always this, and now I can finally run it. Receiving an image. That is, if it does something, yeah. LED, so I can go. Yep, end of it. And I have to look for TXT image, which is this one. So from left to right, everything is nicely colored. And then the very big moment, how does the result image go? And I am absolutely not impressed once again. Most red is not present at all. Alright, that means that I will have to use dark table and HSV coloring. And I will probe them all this time. Everything that is missing. I will have to write down all values, and I will have to use this tool to convert everything. If I manage, that is. And then put everything down here. The problem is that this value allowed yellow. Last time it allowed yellow in it. Not now, but although yes, this is yellowish. This is definitely yellow. Here's a spark of yellow. Here's some yellow. So yes, it does allow yellow. Not good. I want red and red only. So what should I do? Well, a suggestion is to divide these values. No, to divide these values into two and see whatever that brings. One thing that worries me is that even this value range, hue, saturation and value, last time didn't work out while I had a very good result, and I have not been able to find out if that is due to distance or lighting, brightness, or whatever. So I have to find out somehow. Anyway, let's probe and see whatever happens. So I need to have this one, not as much as this one, not so much. This one, yes, definitely, and this part. So this one I already probed, which gives me it is RGB. So let me first do all this, then this part, and then the difficult part, convert it, because that is all probing. Well, let me take this one as well, although it is a bit visible, but also yellow. So this is 185. It's all the high numbers in that perspective. This one for sure, a very high number. Then this one is largely visible, although this one isn't. And then neither is this one. That is so far the lowest value that I have, 157. Then this one is not visible. And This one is a little bit visible, but this one isn't. Was also 175, so I can forget about that one. And that is all. So with this set, I need to find the adjacent coloring. And that will take time. So I will do that off camera. Alright, I have done now 2 colors, and something is really odd. When I probe for these colors, and I mean the first colors that I've probed, so going from let me use this one. So I've probed here, 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 and here and here, as well as here. And using the red and green value, RG, I ignore the blue for now, I'm getting here. This is just the R value. Well, that is a very different color than this one. Well, when I go here, what happens? This goes black. Do I even get to the correct color? Or is there something else going wrong? Is this not the color that I like? Not the color that I need? This is coming closer anyway. This is in no way close to the value that I've recorded or measured or probed. So I am now not sure that this is the right application to use, or should I divide the colors anyway? 157 in here, going to 157. This is also a piece of red. There's no doubt. Here it's going purple already. So it would be 257, which is no way near the values that I had. So anyway, this is unusable. Then what should I do? I honestly have no clue anymore. I could go back to the website where I found that color wheel and then probe again. Because this is getting really cumbersome now. So with the colors probed from here, I go to this page, and when I fill in here all the values of RGB, I get incredibly high UE values. These may be alright, they're all mostly all in the same range, with one exception. But since the UE is is by my knowledge and on the internet mostly 180, I have to divide them into 2, all the values. So, getting rid of this, an upper red value would be then, let's make an easy one, although that isn't really possible because they are all really different values, but I have to take one. Then the upper one, the highest value, is 351. It's 150 plus rounded 25 is 175, which comes very close to this one. So I don't even need to change this. And the next value is 66, which comes too close for this one to be effective. Next value, although the highest value is 80, which would be 40. I can try that, of course. Make this 40. And the other highest value in the use saturation value. The value of value would be 40 then. But I have my doubts about that one as well. Anyway, let's gamble in this case. No, hold on. That is better. And let's see whatever comes of it. So, what is the difference in image, resulting image that is? Yep. So, that will be yep, that's the only one I have. Okay. How about very bad? So if I do undo 220, yeah, I will get the same image again, so that's no use. If I change this to 5, any change? I don't think so. Or I will have to put in the highest value anyway without dividing. Is a possibility as well, of course. Yeah. Alright, so I take 30. No kidding. Yeah, well, this is the same thing, basically. So forget about this one. And then changing it to the values I actually measured, which is then the highest 351. Next is 66. Next 73. Whatever comes of it. I have my severe doubts. And that is by now 31. Yeah, no go. Absolutely no go. Let me take the highest RGB value. Converted that to hue saturation and value. It brings me 350. 56. And 80. Was 88? I think 80. New chance, last chance before I go to modeling. This is way too high, but I've got to test something. (310) 32. Yeah, as expected, way too high. Alright, let me just divide this by 2, I will be getting back to 175, which is no result. So whatever this leads to, I don't know, but from where it did work, it doesn't work anymore. Where to go from here? I honestly don't know. Why does it go wrong? Not a clue. Okay, if you're not interested in Blender, this is your time to say goodbye. If you are interested, this will take some more time than the 30 minutes that my video usually take. So, given this one, and I will take it somewhat closer. Where am I at? Well, I'm only interested at the frame, in the frame, whatever, and it will be longer than this one because there are more motors. The question is, however, how long should the blocks be? Because that is now a struggle. It is as wide as possible, but there are only 4 blocks here. I measured that the last time. It's only 4 blocks wide. So, once again, taking it, counting 1. Can you see it? Not really. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks wide. So, looking here, it is 4 blocks, but they are not really shown as such. How many squares do I have here? That may be a hint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let it be 5.5. No. Yeah, 5.5, about that. And it's 4 blocks. 6 divided by 4 is 1.5. So that means that each of those blocks actually is this correct? This one should be longer. The point is, it's sticking out here. And I should colorize it. Color it. Same with this one, of course. And I do have a point now, or a problem now, because this one has to be there. This one needs to be right here. This one is at the correct length, so I need to adjust this one. No. Yeah. And it is under it, so that is better. That means that I have to adjust this one a bit. and it's fitting. It should be fitting better. And more inside a bit. So that is better. Color and oops, no, stay where you are. Is this better? Yes, this is better. Alright, although this could be a little bit slightly wider. Yeah. Same applies for this. It's 4 wide and that doesn't match at all. And then I have to go here. So these wheels here, I know the lighting is quite poor at this moment, but these are, I really need to check on how that situation is. Yeah, it's on a block. It's resting on a block here. Or is it? It's on a small block, a short block. That's the point. So this one is actually correct. And it needs to be black. Then this one needs to be a bit higher. This one as well. Right. Corrective measures. Now this one doesn't make any sense anymore, but how many are there? That is 1, 2, 3. And the point is there are holes in it, so it's a different one, but it's 3 anyway. So the number is correct, they just need to be adapted in length. And even if I take this one, it's not equal in length. But for now it will have to do. But this one is not good. So that will be 1. Is this equal in length? More or less. This one is not equal in length. Neither is it now. But it's better anyway. Same thing with this one. And then slowly it starts making sense. And it should be 1.5 block, as I measured here. But then another point is, of course, how wide are the blocks? Because they are 2 versus 1. That means that I just realized that they are not wide enough. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, they are too long for their and that's a problem now. So if I take this one and this would make more sense if I count the blocks. Right. Yeah. This makes more sense. If I count these in length and the size that they really are, that might make more sense. And yeah, which means remodeling again, but I'll have to think about it. And then it is time to say goodbye to those who have been watching the entire video, including the modeling, which has a problem on its own again. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Please make a comment or give a comment or suggestion, very much appreciated. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. Please show support by making a donation via either PayPal or Wired, or you can become a patron and have your name mentioned. All information, including the URL of my website, under this video. On my website, also my other projects listed, and a lot of pictures from events I attend. And just there you're based in the Netherlands and occasionally in Germany. Thanks for watching. This is to be continued. Have a nice day and bye bye.